know there ain't no stopping us. Fly without boarding pass. Couldn't catch me, I'll be moving fast. Call me a shooting star. Let 'em know who you are. Flying up in a bar. Wish on a star. Time to show 'em who's in charge. Call me a shooting.
Hello, keep joining us. We've got some breaking news to do when you've been at the Leeds United powdering his nose. How we doing, everybody? Welcome to Leeds United TV. Hope everyone's doing well. Danny broke a story for me, so Danny got to take credit for this one. He sent me a link, and I thought we better do a little stream about it. How we doing, Danny?
I'm all good, Stu. All good.
Well, big news, big news, big breaking news. Leeds United, Danny, not just a shirt sponsor, but minority ownership stake with Red Bull.
Yep.
How big's that? How big story is this?
Well, it's a big story because we're the first English team that's been sponsored by Red Bull. You know what I mean? So you never know.
Absolutely. Gonna share screen, guys, so we can go through it together. Lee will be with us in a sec. Lee, pull up a chair, mate. Pull up a chair. We've got a lot to talk about. Leeds United Football Club announced Red Bull as front of the shirt partner, right? But the deal includes branding on the front of next season's shirt and a minority ownership stake. Hello, Stacey, my lovely. Hope you're doing well.
Hello,
Morning, buzzing. Me and Jess drinking up of the stuff. Hopefully, we can get you to a bloody sponsorship deal and all.
Yeah.
Right, Red Bull League of the Red Bull energy drink. The deal includes branding of the next season's shirt and minority ownership stake. So they've invested in Leeds United. So you've got Red Bull Salzburg, Red Bull Leipzig. Who else do they do, Danny? Red Bull.
You've got Red Bull Leipzig, Red Bull Salzburg. You've got a Red Bull team in America. And we're the first English team that they've sponsored.
So we're not. So Red Bull have invested heavily, like. Yep. So yeah. I have sent Jess a link, but knowing Jess, she'll be in the land of nod. Right, the deal. Right. So Leeds United Football Club is proud to announce the multi-year agreement with Red Bull, making them the club's front of the shirt partner starting next season. Today's announcement that Red Bull will be joining forces with Leeds United reinforces the international popularity and significance of the club beginning in the 2024-2025 season. Leeds United will feature Red Bull branded on the front of their Leeds United men's and women's first team kits. Red Bull will also become the club's exclusive energy drink partner, with branding featured inside Ellen Road and during the club's official media appearances. This is what Parang said, Danny. I am thrilled that Red Bull is joining us to build a bright future for Leeds United and shares our deep respect for this truly special club, said Parag Morand, chairman of Leeds United. As chairman, our consortium of investment partners will be invaluable to me as we approach this important moment for the club now and into the future. Red Bull's addition is a historic milestone that will further empower the club to reach its full competitive potential. So that's what do you think about what he's saying so far, Danny?
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. It gives us money to spend, you see.
We are delighted to be an important element on partner of Leeds United, a club that is certainly one of the biggest in England and has a rich and successful history. the ambition to bring Leeds United back to the Premier League and establish themselves as one of the best footballing league in the world fits very well with Red Bull. We look forward to the partnership and we are optimistic and energised about the future, said Oliver Mintz, the laugh, Red Bull CEO, Cooperate Partners, Projects and Investments. The deal brings in new commercial revenue as well as added capital investment for a minority ownership stake that will further enable the club to compete on and off the pitch as the club seeks promotion next season. The name and logo of Leeds United Football Club will remain unchanged. So that's the end of the statement, mate.
Yep.
Last bit's more important than anything in it. It will remain unchanged.
Yep. Very good investment.
A lot of, well, we know what we've seen how much money they've put into the Formula One, the Red Bull with Formula One. We saw what they did with Leipzig, made them arguably. Good morning, Renee. Are you at work, Renee? I think Renee's at work, isn't she, bless her? Yeah. Are you at work, Renee? It makes it. We saw what they did with Leipzig. It made them one of the best exciting football clubs in Germany, Danny.
Yep.
Got me to Champions League.
The future's bright, isn't it? The future's Red Bull.
Well, I know. We know. Jess will be happy, and Stacey with Red Bulls. They'll be happy people. Lee, are you going to be drinking Red Bulls now when you're on instead of your Monsters? Yeah. Now that you've been sponsored by Leeds United. Mm-hmm. How good's that? Yeah. He's knackered. He's just got out of his pit and all.
Well, I just got out of mine when I sent you that. I looked and thought, well.
The sauce funding with deep pockets will definitely help us out.
Yep.
Good morning, beautiful lady. Yeah, unfortunately, work. Oh, bless her. Bless her. Good morning, beautiful Stace. Oh, bless her. Wow, I saw it before you, Danny. That's the first, huh? Wow. So, Danny, if these investors are well and truly in, right, we don't need to sell our players now.
I know we don't.
We don't need to sell them.
No.
I don't know if they'll still stick around, but we don't need to sell them.
Yeah, because there's going to be money there to spend anyway. So, and just think as well, we have that investment. If we go up, we have that investment in Premier League. They might take a bigger stake if we go up. That's more money then. The future's bright. The future's Red Bull.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%. I agree with that as well. And do you know what the best thing is, though, Danny? Right? We were all panicking about having to find X amount of money to balance the books and stuff like that. No. Now, will these shirts? I was panicking. Yeah, I was. Yeah.
I wasn't. I said to you, we still have money to spend.
Just it's going to be 5 minutes. Brilliant. So with this investment, then, Danny, right? The shirt sponsors, they could in theory say, right, we're gonna sponsor you 100 and what is it? How much do we need to find in 4 years? 190 million or whatever it is.
Yeah. 190 million in 4 years.
They could say, right, we're going to give you 250 million pound. Or 300 million pounds for shirt sponsors for 5 years. Pays off all that debt of 190, leaves us with 150, 200 million to spend in market.
And not only that, the money that we could spend anyway, with Parag and all his consortium. So you could be looking at £400-500 million to spend.
So it makes sense now to why we're even having talks with Tottenham to bring in Rodon now, because we can afford to buy him now. We can afford to pay the 8 million or whatever it is.
The last time we had red on our shirt, or anything that said red on our shirt, what happened?
Changed it to silver. Red Bull 32 red, wasn't it?
Yeah, I know, but the last time it said something red on our shirt, what happened? We got promoted.
Yeah, we got promoted. Red Bull sponsoring Leeds United, so stick low up your moving pipe and smoke it in Plymouth. Green Army!
Wayne Rooney!
Disgust.
Wayne Rooney!
Fuck you, Wayne Rooney. Give him bloody Wayne Rooney. Oh.
Yeah.
She's not happy about Wayne Rooney. I won't lie. Confession to make. Shula's not happy about Wayne Rooney being in charge of Plymouth at all. I just don't worry, he won't be there long. He'll be sacked.
I've heard that they're closing out nursing homes down in Plymouth because of Rooney.
Mm. Instead of the famous "Only Fools and Horses" quote on Mark going to Margate, look out Margate and lock up your daughters. It's look out Plymouth and look out Plymouth and lock up your grandmas. Yeah. I am Dylan. Hope you're doing well, mate. Hope you're doing well. Let's spend wisely, though. First thing to do, Stacey, bringing Rodon. I think that'll be a good move for Championship. Bringing Rodon.
Let's see if it happens first, though. Because now we've got that investment. Leave his eyes, he'll be like that. Oh, pounds.
Yeah, well, but he can't. Yeah, but he's into his last year now, isn't he? He's Rodon. They need to get rid of a lot of their players anyway, because with them bringing in Timo Werner, they're not happy out the fan base at all.
But Rodon could be on his last week and Levy'd still want full whack, you know what I mean?
It's the hardest chairman to deal with. He really is. He is. You're right. It's the hardest. Daniel Levy is the hardest chairman to deal with. He'd sell Lamos outside the stadium in between flags if he could find a buyer. He would.
He'd sell his own grandma if he could get a buyer.
You're right. But he has to be. What would you say is our priority now, then, Danny? Keeping the players there, what we've already got, or bringing players in before this Euros?
You see, for me, I think some of them are going to go anyway. We don't have to sell them, but I think they're going to go anyway for me. But if we can keep, Stu's disappeared. If we can keep the rest of the squad, that's good. So for this investment, I'm happy at the minute.
Sorry, Danny, press wrong button.
I kept it going.
We'll try to pass to big up of Vinder. Hope you're doing well, mate. Hope you're doing well.
Big up of Vinder.
Everyone's selling more into each other. We're good, mate. We're good. I still can't believe Plymouth fired Rooney's manners. It ain't so much to do with one of board members, though, Danny, why he's in that position.
That was same at Birmingham because he knew one of the board members there. He ended up getting the job. It's same at Plymouth.
It's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy.
Yeah. It's an easy 6 points next season, isn't it?
I agree with that, Stacey. Especially for this division, Danny, you can afford. Right, we're all saying that he might not work in Premier League. I get it, but for 8 million, 10 million, if the clubs have got the finances to do it, would you bring him in for this one season in Championship?
Well, you won't be bringing him for one season, will you? You'll be bringing him on a 2, 3, maybe 4 years.
Yeah.
Maybe he's there, but yeah, bring him in. I'm not saying I don't want him here. I just said I didn't think we'd sign him. Yeah, bring him in. And if he has one season in Premiership, it don't work. He's always there as a squad player for the season after, isn't he?
I'm all figures and thumbs today. Here's our lovely Jess.
Morning.
Here you go, Jess.
How are we doing? All right.
You look like Lee did when he got out of his pit when he first come on screen. Right.
Yeah.
So you've heard the news about Red Bull, Jess?
Yeah, my main sponsor, isn't it? It's finally took over. Lee. It's all
So
good.
what do you think about them buying a minority share in it club as well, though, Jess? They're not just shirt sponsors; they've bought a minority share in club as well.
It's all good, isn't it, Stu?
Money to spend, isn't it?
Monday to spend, yeah.
So do you think? Now I'm still a bit confused though, and I need you to reassure me. Just because of the minority ownerships, how do they? They're going to have to balance the books, aren't they, Danny? They're going to have to do it where they balance the books. So will that be through shirt ownership? Will they do that through shirt ownership? Can they do that to balance the books?
I think they'll be the main sponsors, so I think they'll get it'll either be a cut or they'll get like a 90%. Yeah, right. Whatever shirts are sold, you get 90% back or something. You know what I mean? Because Leeds will still want some out of that shirts in. So for whatever money that they're putting on shirt sponsors and shirts being sold and how many drinks are sold, because don't forget they'll be selling drinks of Red Bull in there now as well and everything else, and how many drinks are sold in there, and it'll just
no doubt Jess will be showing the Red Bulls. I'll have to write to Red Bull, Jess. I'll send a message to Red Bull and say, look, one of Leeds United's main female YouTube, the queen of Leeds United YouTubers, also drink your drink, so can you sponsor her too?
Yeah, and they can always send me sponsorship. It's all good, Stu.
Well, they'll just send you Red Bulls to drink.
It's all good. I can have their logo on my account, so it's all good.
So just say, right, we owe this 190 million or whatever it is. They could say, couldn't they, Jess, we're going to give 400 million pounds for shirt sponsorship for the next 5 years, and that'd go into accounts where they could pay that debt off in one and still leave us 200 million to spend this summer, this season.
Could be, Jim.
That'd be fantastic, wouldn't it, if they do that?
That's why I think Farag was so confident on that interview that he said we had money to spend because he knew.
This must have been in pipeline for a while, though, Danny. They haven't just thought about this since that playoff final. This has been in pipeline for a while, hasn't it?
Yeah.
And how good is it that they've kept it out of spotlight? And I heard whispers about it yesterday, but it was just shirt sponsorship. It had not to do with minority ownership. But I heard whispers about this yesterday. So how good is it that the Leeds United have managed to keep something this big out of the spotlight? Because it is a big thing. It really is.
It's good because this is what they're going to end up doing with players. So we're not going to know who we're going to get. With players, it's going to be the same. We're going to be sat there again thinking, who's coming in through the door? Who we getting? You know what I mean? We're not. This is what's going to happen with players.
This must be the biggest sponsorship we've ever had, Danny. Ever.
Look at it this way as well, though. Red Bull have been trying to get in at Leeds United for the last 10 years, Stu. And they haven't managed to do it.
I remember it under Bates, GFH, Marcelo, Chilino,
yeah. They've been trying to get in for ages. And now we're the first English team to be sponsored by Red Bull. Tells you something, doesn't it?
It does. It really does. Just remember, Rene, drop kick.
Huh?
I know what she means.
Tell me off camera.
Oh, no, it's just about work. Just Musa, Rennie.
Oh, yeah.
Right, Stu, 49 is working quietly once again. Do you know, it's the best way to run a club, Rene. It is. It really is. And a lot of clubs will be jealous of us because we do it that way. They will. They'll be jealous of us that we do it that way. Like it's all done. See, all we really need to know, Danny, is stuff like this when it's actually being done, when the deal's done, stuff like this, and what players we're signing when we sign them.
Yeah,
that's all we need to know.
Yeah,
you know,
they're not going to be like Red Rosani where it's putting out. You know what I mean? This is my club. I own this club. This is what's happening with this club. I tweet every so often. You know what I mean? When was last time we heard from Parag? Start of last season.
Yeah, well, last time we heard from him properly was when Stewie Dallas announced his retirement from football.
Yeah, but I'm on about a proper statement where he's talking to press and stuff like that. His start of last season when he bought the place.
He bought the club when the club went through. Yeah.
You haven't heard not from him properly since until that interview yesterday.
And that were on Leeds United officials podcast, Danny.
Yep.
That was through his own official podcast. He didn't go through News Crew, did he? I don't think it was direct through his official channel.
Yep.
I'll tell you something though, Danny. Right, I heard a lot of Tottenham fans say this. Right, Tottenham fans, you know Daniel Levy.
Yeah.
Under Conte, Mourinho, and stuff like that. Daniel Levy used to be he used to. Can I just do something? Because that looks awful. Let me just do something. Let me change that banner. He used to go into training, right, and stuff like that. And if he said something, the manager said something to players what the players didn't like hearing, they used to say, "Oh, we're going to go speak to Daniel," thinking that Daniel Levy were their like best friend, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Where the rag, it comes across as the person to me where you only get sent to him if you've done something seriously wrong. He's like the headmaster of the school, the principal, and that's what I like about him. He's very, very quiet, very, very not secretive, because he does tell us stuff when he knows stuff. But it's very, very it's the right way of running a business. It's the right way of running. How you calling, mate? Hope you're doing well. It's the right way of running a business.
Being stealthy behind the scenes, isn't it?
Yeah, I agree. You won't say morning to each other. Morning to next one down, Lee. Oh, Jules is in. Sorry, where's Jules? Leeds Angels. Mwah. I am Jules. Hope you're doing well, my lovely. Julala, I hope you're doing well. Big up Stu, Lee, Danny, Jess. When I see this Red Bull ownership first in, I thought of us, Jess. You need to get them to sponsor your show. I'm going to be. Don't worry, we'll be sending a message to Parag. We'll see. We've got this woman who drinks more Red Bull than anybody else who we ever know on stream. His name does sound like a lot like Paratha. He's sort of layered rotty, like a liquid pastry rotty, sort of can be stuffed, unhealthy, but rather delicious. I love to know how your mind works, Scooby. I do.
It's on about a roti that you can have with a curry. It's like a naan bread.
You'll allow me in just live on the stuff, Harsh. Huh? You are on stuff. I'm surprised you woke up for me, Jets. I thought you were going to be asleep, my love.
I want my mum come and woke me up.
Did she?
She said, Lee and Danny alive. Has he messaged you? And I'm like, I don't know. I'll have a look. No, honestly. Honestly, my mum come and woke me up.
Jess gives Leeds the idea of Red Bull. Absolutely. Jules. Absolutely. So, Jess, what's your first opinion? When you read the story, what's your first thing what come into your head when you saw Red Bull sponsorship and minor ownership? What first thing what come into your head?
It's a shrewd move, Stu. But it's good investment, isn't it? It's no commercial revenues. So, look, it doesn't affect Leeds, does it? The name and logo still change the Leeds. We get a new sponsor on front of the shirt. They'll get, I'm assuming it'll change from Boost now over to Red Bull, I would imagine.
Yep.
That'll be their sponsor out club as well in changing rooms and stuff. It's a good investment in it too. It's more money at bank. You've got to look at it like that.
I mean, I know a lot of people. I remember when it first come out, Danny, about Red Bull. People were worried about them changing name at stadium.
Yeah.
But to be truthful, Danny, I don't mind a stand being named the Red Bull family stand or something. I don't mind that at all.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Leeds United doing it, all the stands are named after ex-players, so I don't think they're going to change it unless they have to.
I mean, how would you feel about if they changed the name? If they said that they aren't going to do it, the name and the logo of Leeds United will remain unchanged, right? But how would you feel about it if it were called the Red Bull Stadium?
I don't think they change it, Stu.
Yeah, I don't. It's
the identity of Leeds. I think they've been there, haven't they, before Red Bull? Let's face it, they've got a couple of clubs knocking about, aren't they, in Europe? Salzburg. And a couple of all got sponsorships and stakes. Ellen Road, innit? I don't think they've changed that. I think the owners know. I don't know. I just wouldn't feel the same with it. Red Bull Stadium, Ellen Road.
Yeah.
Wouldn't sound the same, would it? You know what I mean? It'd be like, I'm not off to Ellen Road, I'm off to Red Bull Stadium. It wouldn't sound right.
No.
And even the Red Bull, right? They could even change the colour of Latin shirts. It don't have to be red, does it? They can have it in blue.
I've heard something about the away kit, that it's going to be very exciting, and that's something to do with Red Bull. So we'll see.
I hope it ain't too wild, Danny. I hope it ain't too wild.
Well, I've heard that it's very exciting and a lot of people will love it. So that's what I've heard. I don't know how true it is.
There'll be shirt for us to buy. You'll be buying that Red Bull shirts, won't you, Lee? Don't know. Well, let's hope they do 5XL. First, the ownership means business. Yeah, you're spot on, Colin. You're spot on, mate. Maybe this is why, Jess, they've been speaking to Tottenham for Rodon. Maybe they think that we can afford to buy him even now.
I don't dispute we can't afford to buy him, Stu. It's if he wants to come to Leeds. That's what I dispute. I don't dispute Leeds haven't got money to buy him. I believe that. I think there's money at coffers, Stu, anyway. I just don't think Rodon wants to come to us now.
Don't you?
No, I don't, Stu. I think he'll go to Premiership. There's Ipswich circling now. Last night they've made a late move for him. No, I don't think he's not to do with money issue with Leeds. I just don't think he'll come. And I think there's better options out there. Kipri, I'd take him, who's coming out from West Brom. He's established. He's done 200 appearances in Championship. There's cheaper options out there, Stu, if you don't want to
come. Fair enough. If it brings money into the club and pumps money into transfers, would you mind what things are called?
Yeah, I don't care about investment. It stays as Ellen Road for me. Don't change it too much and start coming out with Red Bull Stadium and all this. Leave it like Ellen Road. Liverpool never did it, Stu. I know they've redeveloped it, but it's always called Anfield. You know, you can imagine that called, I don't know, they're more like FSG Stadium or something. Oh, no. Please keep it as Ellen Road. If one thing you keep, keep the name as Ellen Road, please. That's the only thing I ask. I love the investment and that, but leave Ellen Road as it is.
Or they'd call it something like Ellen Road, Red Bull Arena or something like that. But like, no, it's not.
No, I don't think it'd go down well with fans neither, Danny, that, if I'm honest.
Do you think we're going to start seeing a lot more work done inside the stadium? What I mean by that is making it better, doing it up, modernising it, keeping it it's the same style, but just modernising it because it needs a bit of work. Does Ellen Road, Danny, internally?
Well, if you listen to that interview that Parag did, he said they're already starting work in some of the stands to get everything back up, running, the paintwork, the toilets, everything else. You know what I mean? So that's work that's started internally. I
did read somewhere, Lord Danny, that even that we didn't go up, they're still wanting to. So I didn't think they would. I thought they were going to wait till we got promoted, but they're still talking about extending the capacity. That's still being talked about. I remember I saw it was a couple of days ago. I saw that. They're still wanting to do it.
That statement that he did to the with the journals where he says, "Still going to do the stadium and it's on track for a certain time, no matter what league we're in." Because you think even if we're in Championship, 55,000 seat stadium, it's the money that you're getting off the tickets, Stu, which is better for us. Even though you think, oh, it's the thing, are they going to fill it? Leeds fans will fill 55,000 seat stadium either.
Yeah, I think so. I think we could. Yeah,
it's the revenue off the tickets. So
I bet the Red Bull logo colours will change to blue or silver on the kit. I'm okay with it, I think. Yeah, I'm okay with it. Look, we have 32 red on this kit, Renee. I mean, they changed it to silver. So, and it didn't cause any trouble, did it? It didn't cause much of it. I think what people will see is investment money, better players, better chance of getting promoted, better chance of staying in Premier League when we do get promoted, because we were only saying this the other day, Jess, you brought it up. If we'd have got promoted with this team, we would have come straight back down again.
Yeah, and I said
that were my opinions, Stu, and I still stick to it now. I'm glad we stayed at Championship.
I think we need, if we'd have got promoted, we would have probably needed a brand new. We would have had to do what Nottingham Forest did when they brought in 20-odd players, because that's what we would have had to do.
Yeah. I think another season won't do us any harm in Championship, Stu, as long as we go up automatic and not in them playoffs.
Well, I don't want to sound selfish. I really don't, right? But for me and you, Jess, just restarting back out again on this road to YouTubing world, right? I had when I do these watch-alongs and stuff, it's brand new for me again. Because I were on Gary's, you see, and Gary did all talking. Now I'm going to have to educate myself to do my own watch-alongs with Leeds. And I think it's going to do us some good as YouTube content creators as well. Another season learning as what would you call it? Learning. You've done your work experience now. This is your main season now. Just this is where I want to see you excel and
Depends if people like me excel, Stu. Didn't me?
Well, they will, because we'll even though we'll all support you. You know that. You will excel.
We'll see what happens. I'm not gonna. I've been knocked too much during 4.5 months that I've been going there. Sometimes you just
look how many sponsors. Look how well your channel's doing just in that short space of time. Don't ever pull yourself down. Don't ever put yourself down. You're doing well.
You wear my bird sweet, Alison.
I wouldn't want the stadium name changed. Yeah, spot on, Chulala. Spot on, my love. And we'll say morning to each other. I don't think they will use the Red Bull official red logo on the shirt. No, I don't neither, Alison Love. I think it'll be blue or silver. Renee, how are you there? I agree with all of you. We would have come straight back down without bringing in a whole new team. So does this change your feelings about players where we thought we'd have to sell like Nonto and Somerville? Jess, does it change your mind whether you still think they're going to go?
They're still going. They're still going.
Yeah.
So even though Red Bull have come in, that don't mean Leeds still haven't got a balance book, Stu. Nonto and Somerville will still go for me, followed by a few more what I call deadwood players that are just not going to get a sniff, and those that ended the contracts will be still going. The desirability with Cree, I think he goes, and I actually think it's time to move Wilfred Nonto on anyway, in my opinion. I think we've put up with the petulance for too long, and the ticking time bomb that he can be at times. So if we can get a replacement in for Wilfred Nonto, would I be sad to see him go? No, good luck and move on now. Same as Somerville. As long as we can get adequate replacements in, I'd be happy. If we just lost those two, I'd be ecstatic with that. I'd be happy. That's a good business for me for Leeds. And we keep holding Gray. Happy days.
And
makes me feel stay about Archie stay now, Stu. Before this point, I'm not sure with Parag as well. It's now I'm thinking, look, we lost Somerville and Nonto. It won't be that bad, you know. We keep hold of Archie and Rutter. It won't be that bad, you know. Dan James and that, we keep them. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, what we all said about, we've always said about Willie Nonto is petulant. I think in that final, Danny, he had one dribble, and I think it was unsuccessful in the whole game in that final. And we've seen him blow hot and cold. You can always tell with Wilfred Nonto if he's going to be up for it or not in the first 5 to 10 minutes. If he starts laughing and stuff when he don't get his own way, you know that's you aren't going to get the best out of him. And I've also said with Somerville, he's too greedy.
Yeah.
At times, he's not a side.
That's why I think Somerville's been as greedy as what he has this season. I think he's done it to try getting shot window.
He won't put it past me, you know. Won't put it past me.
Oh, sure, he had a very good season for Liverpool. For Leeds, sorry. He scored a fair few goals. Does he deserve a move now? Because he gave us that season in Championship, in my opinion, yeah. We're happy with it, Grit. Look, it's a logo at the end of the day, just because it's got a bit of red in it. Don't mean no. I'd take the investment any day. I don't know about you, Stuart. I know what he's saying because I have seen the flip side of some fans what they're saying, and I agree with what he's saying. I ain't bothered about that.
You see, I don't like red, but it's a logo. It's bringing us money in. If it's going to get us up, fair dues.
You just have to look past it, don't you, Danny? Sometimes, look, yeah, it's Red Bull, but it's a brand. It's not, anything related to any other team. I know the colour's not, red. We move. I'd rather have the sponsorship. Big up, Bobby.
Sponsorship and ownership, to be fair, and let's be honest, it's not their fault. Nobody names them. We're thinking about, is it going to, no one's. Red Bull didn't think, if we name our thing Red Bull, our drinks, it's going to cause problems down the line. It won't like. It's not like it's been done deliberate to wind us up a road. They've always had the name Red Bull. They've always had it. So we've got to, we did it with 32 Red. We had red in his name, but that changed to silver. Nobody complained about it. Nobody. And we got, like Danny says, we got promoted with that ownership, with that sponsorship. So think that. I believe in lucky omens, so I'm happy. Exactly. Who cares about what colour it is? We need the money. Totally agree. Totally agree, Renee. Good morning, Bobby K. Hope you and family are good, mate. Hope you and family are well. So it did say that it's gonna be additional capital investment as well, Danny. That word capital investment means that we're gonna have that bit more money to spend going forward.
Yep.
And it's even said here, Stu, they will not have any power to change name, shirt colour, stadium, etc.
No, it's just the name and logo of Leeds United Football Club will remain unchanged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's a wise move, actually, Stu. Good business. Good business. A stupid business, actually.
To get them Parago gone right, you buy into it, but you're not changing the stadium name, but you can have multi-million-pound shirt sponsor for 4 or 5 years, say. Everything else around the ground, it'll be Red Bull. You know what I mean? And they've probably gone, yes, thank you very much. That'll do.
And I think they've always wanted to own a club in England. Always. Just never been able to find the right club for them.
Yeah.
And they've always been around Leeds, so this isn't just a spare up moment thing. They've been involved. They've been around wanting to buy Leeds and sniffing around Leeds for years. You know,
Yep.
so it's not just something what's just been drawn up by Red Bulls thinking we're just going to buy Leeds United. I think they've looked into it. They've thought that Leeds United's a good club to invest, and they can see potential in this club. And those fans should be proud of that they can see potential in the club.
This investment could go like 49ers went with Red Rosani. Get into the Premiership a few years in there, get it established. 49ers then say, oh yeah, we'll pull out now. Who's your next buyers? Red Bull.
I think I think it could be, like you said, look, we always knew this though, didn't we, Danny? When the 49ers investment group bought Leeds United, it wasn't a permanent thing. They were always going to look to sell it eventually anyway.
Yeah.
There we go. 49ers moving quickly and quietly on this. I hope they also move quickly on player sales and purchases as well. I think they will, Rennie. I think they will.
Let's go.
This investment clearly shows what the 49ers can do. Next one down,
look how quiet it's been, though. You know what I mean? Nobody heard that we were even talking to them. You know what I mean? So that's how good they are.
If I was Red Bull and was so desperate to buy an English club and had so much money, I'd do the football manager game thing. Buy a conference club and take them all the way up. Fair enough, Scooby. Fair enough. Everyone's saying hello, which is good to see. So this has come into effect now, then, hasn't it, Danny? This is actually done now. This is done deal, signed, sealed, delivered.
Signed, sealed, delivered. I'm yours. You know what I mean? So we'll get rid of the SBO top now on the front of the shirt, and it'll be now a Red Bull.
Well, it boxed last season, though.
You what?
They were boxed, wasn't it, on front of shirts last season? They were boxed, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So the Red Bull on front now. I might even have to buy myself a Leeds shirt, so I'm sponsored by myself. Yes. Getting me and Harry one as soon as it comes out. I'm going to hang it on wall. I'm not even going to wear it. I'm going to have my own little thing at top. I'm going to get Stacey to do my poster, sponsored by Jess. You know, you're too right. How much I've spent on Red Bull, I've definitely put an investment stake into Leeds United. Definitely. Big up to the Red Bull.
Even when you think you're other stuff, though, you're always with Red Bull, aren't you?
Yeah.
When I die, mate, I'm going to be buried with 24. Well, it won't be long neither, but you know, where I'm moving, we'll get me, as long as you put me down with a couple of tins of Red Bull, it's all good, mate, I'm telling you.
Only 24 tins. Only 24
Well, I don't want to have, you know, them coffin bearers. I don't want to hurt the shoulders, do you know what I mean? It's all good.
Danny's signing Stevie Wonder. Not from our scoops. Yes.
It's only early, Rennie. I'm just warming up, love.
Even birds are happy with investment.
They are the buzzing. They are. They're happy this morning, Stu. They're bouncing in that cage. Pretty days.
I just has brought us a new left back. She's just. Where does Rutter play? Is it all right wing, Danny?
Rutter.
Yeah.
He was when he played for Hoffenheim. He was always off the right wing, cutting in on his left foot.
So we could, in theory, put Rutter in right place, right wing, then, couldn't we?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if we get rid of Nonso and we get rid of some of those, you can stick Dan James on left.
And Rutter up right.
Right. You get a new number 10.
And hopefully a new number 9, Danny, as well.
Yeah.
Maybe we can afford to get a new number 9 now as well. Maybe, just maybe we can. Even Budgies are happy with the investment. Not only that, Sandra Budgies. That sounds like good news. Red Bull gives you wings. I hope you're right, Coos. I hope you're right, mate. And I think we will. Look, even before that, Danny, I was confident that Leeds would get promoted next season. I wasn't confident that we'd win. I want confident enough to say that we were going to win league, but you'd like to think we would have got it in automatic. Let's see who we bring in come end of window.
I was confident that we'd go up.
Yeah.
But my prediction for start next season will have been playoffs. Anything better than that, I'll think. So, all right, birds, all right, automatic. That's better.
Birds don't like the word playoffs.
They didn't like that when you said that, Danny. They were chirping. Playoffs, Budgies, innit? What is it? Playoffs or winners? Winners. Yeah.
Yeah, thought so. It's only when we can go up next season. We can't go up any other way but bar automatic.
Let me come out. I can hear you, but I can't see none of you. Let me come out. I can hear you, but I can't see none of you.
But Stuart, what being straightforward as that, you know, there's some good teams in that championship, you know. Don't give it as a given. Even Budgies are given.
No. Yeah, exactly like Alison. The Budgies know. Next one. Renee says, please God, not the playoffs. I'm in agreement with you, Renee. I'm in agreement with you, not the playoffs. Let's wait for Danny to come back, bless him. There he is, look. There we go. There's Danny. Look, he's back. Danny's back. Got you on top row now, Jess.
Put me on bottom of that's where I deserve to be.
On the top row, on the movie.
We did that. I didn't do that. We didn't. Renee, no, we can't do that again. Top is a must. It won't be easy.
Yeah, I'm not arguing with Jesse's birds. We'll go up automatically.
Like Jess says, though, Danny, when you were going to still some good teams in this division.
Yep. That's what I'm saying. People think we're going to walk this, but Sheffield United, I don't think they're going to be a force, but they're going to be up in top 6 for me. Luton, Burnley, they've still got something.
Middlesbrough. You know what I mean? I think they've still got something to say. I think they're pretty Coventry,
Portsmouth, Derby,
Oxford. Who knows? They could do another like Ipswich and go up again.
You know what I mean? So it's.
We've got to start the season.
Scoops.
So Red Bull gives just his friend swings. Does that mean that we'll all see Ron Burgundy in Red Bull sponsor Plus? Luton, Burnley, Coventry. Some good sides. There is some good sides in there. I think Blackburn will be slightly better this season than all, Jess.
Possibly. We always won the team that'll surprise us.
Plymouth, if Plymouth keep Rooney, there's only one division, one place they're going. That's League One, mate. I'm telling you, they can't. I even look for your mum then, Lee. But no, the only one place they're going is League One if they keep Rooney. Alison, you could be right.
Depends who Burnley get as well, Stu, because I think Rosini could be a good move for Hull. If who were at Hull last season, I think that'll be a good move for Burnley. With Cooper ruling himself out, I think Rosini won't be a bad shout down at Burnley, if I'm honest.
I think Liam Rosini gets Leicester job. I don't think Coburn gets it. Rosini gets it.
I know they're happy with his style of defensive play, Coburn. Whoever goes into Leicester, they've got massive work on their hands because what they're going to get point deduction. That's a massive job to take on this season. It really is.
I won't want it, would you, Jess?
No, because you know it's going to be anything between 6 and 20 points. That's massive. If they get the full whack of 20 points.
Well, I reckon it could be the highest points deduction ever given to a Premier League side, so it could be even over 20.
Come on, Danny, you know, you're talking 6, 7 games you've got to win to clear that balance. Then you've got to win more on top. No, Leicester aren't that good. Not if it were 20 points, no.
You know,
6
so
maybe.
If you get a 15-point deduction, that's 5 games you've got to win before you're straight back on 0. You know what I mean? So if you're getting 20 or more, you might as well just not even bother. You might as well just say keep me in Championship.
Exactly. And that's when we could be saying that as we go up unless we go down. But along with Everton, that'd suit me just nicely and Nottingham Forest.
Yep.
Well, Everton are so desperate, Jess. A name gets mentioned. Who the league
well, Stu, what we're on now, 30th, so they've got till tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's sad news for the fans, but for the club, no.
I wonder then if they don't get this investment in before tomorrow, and they get put into liquidation, will the Premier League do that and say, right, you're also on a point deduction this season, or will they wait till next?
No, this season. I know what you mean. I think they'll get a point deduction starting from next season, no water, Danny. I'm sure they will.
But I'm saying if they go into liquidation before the new season started, will the Premier League say, right, yeah, the season hasn't started, so you can have your points now? But it's not as if it's affecting them when the season hasn't even started yet, has it? So
it'll be like Leicester, won't it? They'll start on minus so many points.
Yeah.
And then people like that, is it Jared Braithwaite or whatever he's called? It'll be sold. They will have to have a fire sale, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what I don't understand, Jess. How can they be talking about getting in Harrison and Phillips if they don't even know if they're going to have to go into administration yet?
Welton.
Yeah.
Apparently Everton wanted to take down Phillips on loan.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying though. I don't know if they can do it. I don't know if they'll be allowed to do it until clubs sorted out properly. Because if they go into administration, Jess, I should imagine they'll have a transfer embargo on them as well.
Yeah, they would do.
Yeah. So maybe that's why they try to get them done before. You know what I mean?
Before they get their punishment, yeah. Because I watched that on TV, and they don't think that they're going to go into administration. They think that they're going to be all right. Because that him who owns club now, Mashiri, you reckon that he'll if it comes to it, he'll have to fund the club until it's sold. But he don't know what to do with it anymore. He wants it gone. He's willing to take a loss on it.
Yeah, because he's got 200 million to pay 777 back.
Yeah, I know. That's crazy, that, isn't it? And I've just built a brand new stadium, though. That won't have been cheap.
It's gone over as well, hasn't it?
It was 777 that funded half of that as well.
Crazy, absolutely crazy. Where's Jamie? Not seeing him in the chat. Leeds Angels saying he'll be somewhere. Will Jamie? Don't worry about Jamie.
Jamie normally takes a break. Angels when season finishes. He did say that if you way back, he did say somebody won't be about. He'll be all right. I'll message him on Instagram for you, Angel, see if he's all right.
If it's okay. Can you go to Alison's comment? Like one up there. Scooby being on 3 different decongestants pharmacy said not to take any more. We'll try the chili, thanks.
Have you been to the doctor's, Alison? Because having that how you are for the last nearly a month, you need to go to doctors.
He often hides behind a bush and watches. No, Jeremy. Alison, I'm sorry that you have still problems with your sinuses, but mine is starting to kick up now. Wow. Scooby laugh out loud. And then Kuva says 27 points would have been enough to keep a team in the Premier EPL this season. I don't see Forest improving on their 33 points. So it could be roughly the same again. If they play well, Leicester could stay up.
Well, let's see what points they get taken off.
I will say this though, I think the Premier League this season, there's going to be some shock teams coming down this season. I don't just think it'll be the 3 what got promoted. I think maybe one team what's been there for quite a while will come down this season, end of next season as well.
Yeah. A Brentford could come down, a Bournemouth, you know what I mean? Because I think if Bournemouth get rid of Dominic Solanke, I think that could change their season.
I agree. Hope you feel well soon, Renee. Hope you feel well soon. Hopefully the shock relegation is Man City cheating bees. Yeah.
Yeah, but there's in FFP, isn't it? It's money laundering behind banks that shouldn't be banks, and banks that shouldn't be banks. You know what I mean?
True la la, yes, afraid so. And Daniel, hope you're doing well, mate. Big up Red Bull are involved in Leeds United. Now, then everything that the Red Bull involves themselves in sport turns out to be a success.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, Daniel. Absolutely. Morning to Daniel. Happy days. Happy days. We should be t-shirts and welly boots for that British weather for you. Is it raining where you are, Leeds Angels? Cuba, they will get. I don't think they're going to get away with them all, Alison, but I do think they'll get a lot of charges dropped. Yeah. Well, has anyone got else to want to say on this Red Bull before we start wrapping show up, guys?
No, I'm all right, thanks.
Yes, have you got you want to say on it?
No, not. Good move, I need.
Yep.
Very good move. Very, very good move. So, right then, Lee, do you want to thank everyone for joining?
Thank you for watching Leeds TV.
It's a goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.
It's a goodbye from me.
It's a goodbye from them.
Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.